Guys, I've had this recipe on MOMables.com for more than 5 years, and I don't know why I've never made a video for it since it's received millions of downloads. But regardless, we are here today to see how easy it is to make what is also called cloud bread. If you've been eating low carb, keto, or follow a grain-free diet and need a nut-free option for your sandwiches, you're gonna fall head over heels for this recipe. The first thing you want to do is read the recipe start to finish, because you'll notice that the cream cheese needs to be full fat and at room temperature. So if you just took the cream cheese out of the fridge and it's pretty solid, give it 10 to 15 minutes and come back when it's ready, because microwaving it's going to create hot spots and an inconsistent texture. So now you know. You'll also want to preheat your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit and line 2 baking sheets with parchment paper. Let's talk about the ovens. Some ovens run hot, so you might want to check for doneness a few minutes early. Leaving these the full 25 to 30 minutes will burn them. Also, if you look at your oven, there is a bake button and there's likely a convection bake. Convection bake means that your oven is going to turn on the fan and circulate the air. This also changes the oven temperature by about 25 degrees, and again, you'll burn your cloud bread, and we don't want that. Anyways, I've written all these notes down in the blog post and the recipe you'll likely print out, so don't worry. You'll find the link right below the video in the description box. All right, so I have 2 bowls here, one for my egg whites and one for my egg yolk. So let's separate these eggs. So to the egg yolks, I'm going to add the room temperature cream cheese and 2 to 3 drops of liquid stevia. The stevia is totally optional, but a lot of people have left comments that it helps cut out that eggy taste. Let's give these a good mix until the cream cheese is fully combined and you don't have any lumps. All right, check out the texture here. To these egg whites, I'm going to add some cream of tartar. And I've seen other recipes where they use baking powder and the reviews are very mixed, saying that the cloud bread batter was a bit runny and it yields a thinner slice of bread. So if you plan on making these delicious rounds often, it might be a good idea to just go out and buy some. It will last you a while. All right, let's whip these up until we get stiff peaks. As you can see, stiff peaks is when your egg whites are so whipped that they're no longer runny. And if you pick them up with a spatula of your spoon, they're not going anywhere. This texture is what's going to give your rounds that fluffy texture you're just going to love. All right, now I'm going to gently fold the egg mixture into the egg whites. You want to use a spatula like this and gently fold them in until the color of the batter is a really light yellow, just enough. You don't want to lose that fluffy texture you just had. Next, we're going to spoon the batter onto the parchment lined pan. This recipe yields about 10 to 12 4-inch rounds. In the oven they go for 22 to 25 minutes, making sure you keep an eye on them and take them out when they have a light golden color. As you can see, these are, simply put, perfect. These cool off really quickly, and once they're cool enough to pick up, you're gonna wanna transfer them inside a zip bag or airtight storage container. If you leave them out too long, they're gonna dry out and you'll have meringue rounds instead. You can keep these in the fridge for about 3 days, and they're also perfect for sandwiches because they hold their shape perfectly. If you've missed sandwiches on your low-carb diet, these are definitely the way to go. One note is that when you make a sandwich, make sure you pack it in an airtight container or zip bag, because again, the cloud bread will dry out. Remember to click below this video for the recipe and subscribe to this channel. If you enjoyed this video, a new recipe comes out every single week. See you next time.